Welcome into another Purple Insider Extra. This Purple Insider Extra brought to you by the Park Tavern in St. Louis Park, your Twin Cities entertainment destination. Matthew Coller, the question this week, how much better are the Packers than the team the Vikings ran out of US Bank Stadium in week 1 of this season?
Yeah, I think that might depend on Christian Watson's status because he missed practice on Wednesday with a hip injury. So at very least, he's going to be banged up if he is able to play at all. And he's the one that's made all the difference for why the Green Bay Packers look like they have a competent offense now at this point, is that he has emerged as a super dynamic weapon for them. And lo and behold, Aaron Rodgers finally found somebody that he can trust as a wide receiver. That early in the season, it seemed like he really was having a tough time getting on the same page with his wide receivers. And the Packers, of course, were getting a lot of criticism for not bringing in better veteran wide receivers. They tried out Sammy Watkins. That was a pretty big fail. They ended up just letting him go in general. So I think them getting things together with a wide receiver that they can trust has opened the door for some of their other weapons. At the same time, like, they still have some of the same issues that they've had before. I mean, even their most recent game against Miami, the first half of that game, they really struggled against the elite wide receivers that the Miami Dolphins have. That kind of reminds you of their struggles against Justin Jefferson, who absolutely went off in week 1. And there was inconsistency in the red zone on third downs from Green Bay on the offensive side, but they still have a lot of talent. They were able to pick off Tua in that game. They were able to create some pressure and just enough big plays on offense to score enough to win that game and to stay in this race. But that's kind of been Green Bay throughout this most recent run. Is it isn't like they're blowing people off the map and suddenly they look like the 13-3 team that has an MVP quarterback. They're really just kind of skirting by just barely, but that might be enough at Lambeau Field against the Vikings to turn the table on Minnesota from what happened week 1. I think overall these two teams have been on a long journey finding themselves.
I've been enjoying it since I did ayahuasca.
Offensively and a little more defensively for Green Bay than Minnesota. But you also, if you're the Vikings, have to be concerned with the fact that players like Mike White or Daniel Jones have had big games against you in recent weeks, and now you're going up against Aaron Rodgers. And no matter who his receivers are, he always has the capability of putting together a big game.
That's been another Purple Insider Extra for Bring Me the Sports. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the Purple Insider Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Talk to you next time.